Everybody. Greetings. Welcome in. This is the Mad Valid Mike podcast. How are you? Everyone good? I'm doing pretty good. Newsflash, I am upset about a couple things, but we'll get through it. My pain is your gain. We're going to have some fun today. This is episode 19, which is titled Flake You Very Much. I'm going to go into a brief recap of my summer work party. Gonna go into some hodgepodge. We got the hodge cards here. We got the podge cards there. Could be a spirited hodgepodge session. There are some funny little subjects on there. There are some deep subjects on those cards today. I am expecting a couple call-ins from listeners. We'll see if they actually do call in. But first, let's get right into it. This episode 19, we have only one more left in the season 1. Episode 19, Flake You Very Much. The term flake, do all of you know what the term flake means? So to me, it means if you commit to something and then you don't show up or you bail out, you flake out type deal. I've been a flake in my life quite a bit. For decades I was. Now I'm getting much better at that. When you commit to something, the least you can do is just, call or text, or if you can't make it for whatever reason or you don't want to do it anymore. So maybe it's just karma coming back and all the times I flaked out on people. Maybe people don't like me. I completely understand that. Thank you. Maybe it's they don't believe in what I'm doing. Maybe it's getting a guest host on here is tough because this is going out to the world. Now, not a lot of people are seeing it currently, but I am determined. I am on a mission for happiness, and the happiness is going to include financial happiness, love, success, freedom, and I'm expecting the Mad Valid Mike podcast to have a part in that. So at some point, there may be thousands of people that look back at my first season. So I get it if you don't want to be out there for the world to see in the cloud forever. It is what it is. But yeah, flakes. I've been dealing with it a lot, and kind of sucks, but I've been a flake, so I get it. I love you all anyway. So I'm going to go into the summer work party here in a second. As you can see, I got the hodgepodge or the Mikey Karaoke here. We're going to do this periodically today. What does the first one say? Does that say Blondie? The tide is high, but I'm moving on. I'm gonna be your number one. I'm not the kind of girl who gives up just like that. Sorry, that got a little loud. I apologize. Yeah, that was a good start to Mikey Karaoke. All right, so let's get into the summer work party, shall we? Summer work party. I work for a company currently. The owners are incredible, great people. I believe they have 10 restaurants or 10 businesses at least going, 7 of which are the restaurant I work at. They have bourbon bars. They have a couple other concepts. They never stop. I believe their company is based on faith, family, and attitude. That's what I've broken down in the 7 years I've been with them. And they live it every single day. It is incredible. Their summer parties are second to none, as they throw 2 parties a year for all of their employees. We are closed on Sundays, which is another topic for another time. But that's when they have the party. They have it at the restaurant I work at because it's the biggest and kind of centrally located between all the different locations. Unfortunately, for this summer party, it rained. So that kind of stunk because our beer garden makes it a huge restaurant and a lot of places to go, a lot of games you can stretch out across the restaurant and outside. They usually have masseuses there, which they did. Big photo booth with all those crazy hats and signs. They had that as well. They have prizes every party. catered. The food was pretty darn good. I think it was Jugs. They do chicken. My favorite part of the food was the fried biscuits. I'm not sure I've ever had a fried biscuit. My God. I had one. I'm like, I've never had it. And then I'm like, all of a sudden I was in number 8. And I'm like, maybe I should get some chicken in the belly. But they had a DJ. They have a DJ every year. Everyone got t-shirts, nice t-shirts, and a gift bag kind of backpack type thing with goodies in there. They dropped thousands of dollars in their employees. And in a bunch of the companies I've worked for through the years, I've never seen anything like it. I love working for them. It's one of the main reasons I've stayed with them so long. I believe in what they're doing. Obviously, their food is good, and the restaurant I work at has great views, and it has me as a server, and you can't have much better than me. So, yeah, it wasn't as many people showed up because of the rain. I did have a new logo, and of course, I left it at work, so I can't show it here, with a QR code on it that leads directly to my YouTube channel. And I thought it'd be awesome. Like, I'm going to do a little summer recap, the summer party recap. And I was going to go to everybody there, get them to scan the code with their phone. Everybody's got phones. At one point, one of my buddies Gage is like, most people are drinking and don't care about your podcast right now one bit. So I did get a couple people to subscribe, and I believe Ava and Maddie, shout out to you two. I think those were the first 2 I went to. Then I asked a bunch of people. Some people scanned, people weren't interested, and I accidentally asked Ava and Maddie again. And I'm like, yep, I'm getting old. They had games at this one. Usually they're theme parties, and this theme party was 20 years of the restaurant. They started in 2004. So there were shirts and apparel all over hanging from different times, different parties. They give out apparel every one of their get-togethers. It's crazy. But the games they had were Food Fight, Big Mouth, Trivia, Plinko, and Cornhole. And you play these games, and you all get scored by a manager of one of the restaurants, and then they give out prizes at the end. I've seen big screen TVs go out, big coolers, tickets to sporting events. It's great. And I have been part of work parties before, but they throw the biggest and the best that I've been a part of. There were some shenanigans going on. They do everything the right way, the owners. They had a registration. You had to sign up for this party a week before. They had like a notice in all the restaurants with a little QR code where you had to say who you were, what store you're from, how old you are, how you're getting there, how you're getting home. We are not a big fan of underage drinking. There might have been shenanigans there that might have gotten passed. I'm not going to name any names. I don't want to be a snitch too much. I did see, I believe it was Derek getting down and dirty yet again. This time not with Poopy, but with Ellie. That was disturbing for a couple minutes. I had to leave there. Overall, it was pretty good. I had a good time. I'm still not drinking, so it's weird I was a DD for Derek. He paid me some money to drive him there and then drive him back home and all that stuff. It's good. There was a bunch of DDs going on. There was a bunch of Ubers going on, leaving the party, going to other places. It was a daytime party. So nobody was too crazy, which was good, but it seemed like everyone was going about things safely, which we always like. And I look forward to the winter party. They have one in the winter every time as well. Yeah, good. How about one more spin of the Mikey Karaoke? Let's get this party really started, huh? What did that land on? Is that Blondie again? I don't even know 2 Blondie songs, I don't think. And my letters are going down. This is a disaster right now. If this lands on Blondie right now, I'm going to start this episode over. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a heartbeat daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights. I'll glow to the extreme. I rock back like a vandal. Light up the stage, your wax jump like a candle. Dead. So that was Vanilla Ice. That was a little Mikey Karaoke, Vanilla Ice. Let's get to wait, if you listen closely, I think, I think that was Ross just jumping off Ross always does not like when I sing, and he's usually tells me he's going to turn off the episode immediately when I sing. So that was Ross. This is probably Pete. That was probably Peter. Yeah. So let's get into hodgepodge, huh? Hodgepodge, little hodgepodge. Get your hodge and get your podge. These are the hodge cards. I just have a bunch of things randomly written on the hodge cards. I'm going to take them randomly. I also got some smaller ones. These are the podge cards. When I first had the hodgepodge segment, it was just the big cards, and I wasn't throwing them well. I wanted to throw them and, get some sound effects going on, but I couldn't throw the big ones very well. So I got the small ones, practiced with those. I am now proficient in both the big and the small. So this is the hodgepodge. Let's start with this. What does that say? Best cereals. I might have spoken on this, touched on this in a previous episode. For sure, Frosted Flakes, as in flake you very much, episode 19. Frosted Flakes, one of the greatest all time. I still stand behind Fruit Loops. Basic 4, if you're doing healthy. Raisin Bran is good. Sure, those are my top 4. Those are my Mount Rushmore of best cereals, if you will. See, this is the problem with the big cards. I can't throw them, and it doesn't even. Yeah, you can't even hear. Yeah, that's no good. So let's do a podge now. We'll do a little. Yes, I'm shuffling. Just shut your mouth. I'm getting there. What does this say? Kamala misinformation. I heard a young lady in my restaurant the other day say, I'm voting for Kamala because she's not Trump. All right. I've heard that sentiment quite a few times. I think this election's coming down to either Trump or not Trump. If Biden was running, I've heard a bunch of people say if he was in a coma, I would vote for him. So I think you're either for Trump or against Trump, and whoever's on the other side, you're going to vote for regardless, as long as it's not Trump. I did hear this one young lady say there's a bunch of misinformation going on around about Kamala since she was kind of elevated to she's going to be the Democratic nominee. Yeah, there's misinformation all over the place. Also, roughly 9 years of misinformation about Trump as well. Let's not forget that. All right, that wasn't bad. Let's go to Hodge, huh? I don't know about these breaking glass things. I don't. All right. We're good there. Okay. Back to Hodge. Let's go back to Hodge. Huh? Hodgepodge. Get your Hodge, then get your podge. What did we land on? Car talk. I think every car should come standard with some kind of messaging system on the back where you can program it in the front of your car. It says, I'm turning left. Please let me in. Please pass me, whatever. Obviously, there's going to be idiots that find a way to program it for swear words and F-you and maybe program in the finger. I'd be okay with that, I think. I think I would be okay with that. Car talk. And this one came right back to me. Let's try this again, huh? All right. There must have been glass on the ground there. Let's do some page. I did the Hodge. Let's do the page. Huh? What do we got here? What does that say? This one says bro, bra, bruh, and briz. When did it go from what's up, bro, to what's up, brah? I used to say, I can see her bra, brah. To bruh, to briz. What's next? Brux? I don't know. Yep, yep, yep. All right, well, that was that. These aren't very funny so far, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get some smart. Fine. Yes, we'll do one more of these. Come on. What do we got? What do we got? If it fucking landed on Blondie again, it didn't, did it? What does that say? What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, he is.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. My name is good loving, yes, this is sugar lover. Ah, shit. I forgot the words. Push it real good. Da-na-na-na. Push it good. Da-na-na-na. Now push it real good.
I that okay. I forgot where we were. Let's go back to Hodge, huh? I gotta do these. I just gotta do these randomly, huh? Nah, this one's stupid. Hold on, hold on. Okay, okay. Here, let's do one more. Let's do one more. What do we got? What do we got? Episode 1. I touched on this briefly. I have an a game on my phone called Homescapes. This game, ironically called Homescapes, has probably cost me a down payment for a home. Yeah. I've been playing it for roughly 3 or 4 years. For all of you out there that play Homescapes, you're welcome. Because I think my investment doing $1.99, $1.99 here or there, every now and then I'll throw in like $3.99, has kept that app not only alive, but updates every couple weeks because of my investment. You're welcome. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Let's go to Podge. Let's go to hodgepodge, hodgepodge. What do we got? This is interesting. I had a guest the other day ask me for an Arnold Palmer. Great. Got him an Arnold Palmer. He was there with a couple other people, I think his significant other. And he came out and met me at a different place away from the table and said, my next Arnold Palmer, I need a lot of vodka in it. The Arnold Palmer vodka guest. You need a lot of vodka in your next Arnold Palmer. Yes, I do. Okay, I can get that for you.
But it needs to be hidden, okay? That's why I'm away from the table. It needs to be hidden.
Needs to be hidden. So you may be, my guess is you're an alcoholic and you're hiding it from your wife or your girlfriend or whatever. Great. And I am now a part of this because I'm your server. No, that's fun. No, I like being an enabler in that way and being completely dishonest. I went back to the table. I did not want to do it. I took away that was on it. I'm like, oh, the lemonade must not be good or something. I replaced it and he kind of gave me a wink and I'm like, I don't like this at all. See, and even the small cards aren't even working right now. Oh no. All right. Here's one. Back to Hodge. Old white men. This might get a little deep here. At some point in the near past, old white men have become the enemy of a lot of people out there. And I'm pissed about it. There are plenty of old white men out there that are dickheads. And there's probably some racist ones out there. There are probably some owners out there throughout the last few decades that have purposely only hired, white friends or I don't know how listen, I was born, I do not feel guilty for being born. This is what I was born as. I've been a waiter for 30 years. I have held nobody back. Nobody should look at, I'm not perfect, but I don't think I've held anybody back being a waiter. I don't know. It's just grouping an entire amount of people as one, like we're all bad people, makes me sick. I don't like it. And I don't like when the cards don't go where I want them to go. So, how about that? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So that was I don't know, was that a big one? That was yeah. So Olympics. The Olympics. I don't care about what they did in the opening ceremonies. I don't. I'm kind of a religious person. I was born and raised Catholic. I talk to God every day, but I don't know if they were doing Dionysus or if they were, those drag queens are doing something on the Last Supper. I don't know, and I don't care. Maybe I should care. But the thing about the Olympics that bothers me is it was originally to get all the countries on the planet together in harmony, in peace and harmony, and let's get together. Let's see let's play some sports together and cheer for our own countries and have some pride in our countries and good sportsmanship, and the best people get medals. That's fine and good, but there's a couple wars going on in the country right now, in the world right now, and they're not stopping. As a matter of fact, it seems to be getting worse during the Olympics. The other thing about the Olympics I don't understand is twofold. One, if I'm on vacation and I have my expectant wife and we give birth in France, we happen to give birth we're just awful planners, I guess, and we gave birth in France, and then we go back home a couple of days later. That child now can choose between France as its birth country or United States, where his parents are citizens, as who they compete for. I'm pretty sure they can. And there's dual citizenship all over the place. You just pick which country you want to compete for. And then here's another thing. The second part of it is we have athletes that probably train for 4 years in different countries and vice versa. So there'll be, let's say, Chinese swimmers that come to California to train for 4 years in our facilities and with, our coaches possibly. And in our training methods, and they go, and then they compete for China. I don't understand the cross country training and how that, whatever. So there's some awesome moments. There's some incredible stories for sure. Summer Olympics are my favorite. I'm not a big fan of the Winter Olympics. Summer Olympics every 4 years. I do tune in. Almost always get goosebumps at some point during the events. Small town kid made good. Simone Biles is once again battling for us and winning medals. So yeah, good. That almost made it. That almost made it to the wall. I swear. That's it. That's it. Oh, we got a phone call. My producer, Ted. Yes, Ted. Okay, we got a call on the line. We've got a call on the line. Apparently, I can't hear what Ted's saying. Yeah, this is Mad Valid Mike. Who's this?
Hi, this is Blanche. Blanche Devereaux.
Blanche Devereaux. That sounds familiar. Who is Blanche Devereaux? Where are you from? I'm
Blanche Devereaux, and I am from the Villages in Florida. Do you know the Villages at all, Mad Valid Mike? Do ya?
I've heard some things. I feel like it's probably best for your community to have a full supply of penicillin, if I'm not mistaken.
What the hell does that mean, Mad Valid Mike? What? Because we're old, our parts don't work anymore? Go screw yourself like you usually do. Yes, we have some extramarital affairs, and a bunch of us are widows, and yes, I had 5 partners last week, okay? But only one each day. And then I took the weekend off, okay? So just leave.
Thanks for the call, Blanche. I'm not even sure what you were calling in for, but I'm going to move on. I appreciate the phone call. I appreciate you listening. Good luck with that. Just be safe out there. Yeah, have a good time. You're well into your golden years. You guys are, bed hopping and going crazy with each other, which is interesting. I'm wondering, do you think of, when you're in the act, are you thinking of what the person you're with looked like 70, 50, 60 years ago? I digress. A little hodgepodge. Let's go back to the hodgepodge, huh? Let's do a couple more hodgepodge. Schools. The physical schools. I think physical schools, there's going to be a shortage of. They're probably going to stop building them for a bunch of reasons. I was thinking the other day. Homeschooling is becoming big. Remote jobs is big as well ever since the pandemic. So a lot of people are working from home and having the time to teach their kids lessons from home. They got kind of a taste of it during the pandemic, and maybe they're saving money that way. Also, I think the younger generations are having fewer kids. So I think there's going to be less schools in the future. Your thoughts? Yeah, feel free to comment. That's it. I can't. Nope. Nope. I don't want that phone call. That is not what I wanted. I did not want that. Oh. All right. Back to Podge. Let's do a couple more Podge and we'll get going. This one's stupid. Still looking for one that I care about. What does that say? Fact checkers. Oh, yeah, people love fact checking out there. Sure you do. I looked at this earlier today. There's at least 10 major companies in this country that their whole job is fact checking, like Snopes and I think factcheck.org or antifact.com. What a sad state of affairs we're in right now. Sad state of affairs that we need at least 10 companies to be fact checkers on what people say on whether it's social media or political candidates. And I'm pretty sure every single major newspaper has their own fact checking department as well. My question is, who's checking the fact checkers? I actually think when I was looking at this earlier that there's a fact checking company in this country that fact checks the fact checkers. Can't we all just tell the truth? Is that so difficult? There's a lot of grays on this planet. I'm well aware. Can we just tell the truth on black and white subjects? And I don't mean black and white with color of skin. I just mean, oh my goodness. I need song. I need to break out in song. What does this one say? There was a time some time ago when every sunrise meant a sunny day. Oh, a sunny day. Now when the morning light shines in, it only disturbs the dreamland where I lay. That one goes out to Goldstein. I think that's Goldstein's favorite band, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, jeez. I'm getting hit. I am getting hit. Yeah. Oh, I got another. Oh. What is it? All right, this is Steven. Okay, apparently my one producer was fired, and Steven has now stepped in. Steven, I got a caller. Yeah, this is Mad Valid Mike. Who's this?
Is this? Hi. Hello. Am I on? Am I on? Am I on?
Yes, you are on. Can you please just identify yourself and what are you calling for?
Sounds like you're kind of getting a little upset there, Mad Ballad Mike. This is one of your biggest fans, Myrtle. I am from Bullhead City, Arizona.
Okie dokie. Any reason why you call in today?
Well, I got a couple of reasons, but first of all, a fun fact about Bullhead City. Do you know why, Mad Ballad Mike, they call it Bullhead City?
I do not. I just can't wait for this explanation.
I can feel how excited you are, Mad Ballad Mike. There is a rock in the Colorado River, right around what became Bullhead City. The rock looks like a big bull with horns in the middle of the city.
I thought you said it was in the middle of the Colorado River.
Whatever. Yes, in the middle of the Colorado River. Yes. Okay. Now, why the hell was I calling in? God, it's so damn hot here. I'm losing my mind, Mad Val and Mike. I called in for something. It was probably to tell you that I love Kamala.
All right. Myrtle, I appreciate you calling in. I thank you very much. We're just about done with episode 19. I've had just about enough of weird call-ins and these jokes, which are leading to nothing but crickets. This has not been a very funny episode. What are we at? I already did Salt and Pepper. I only know a couple of their songs. What is this? Oh, John Denver. Well, that gives me the opportunity to play a little on guitar. Sure. Let's play a little guitar, can we? Is everyone ready for a little John Denver? Sure you are. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Standing here outside your door. Hate to wake you up to say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome, how could I? Sing along! So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you will wait for me. Hold me like you will never let me go. Don't let me go, 'cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Well, oh, babe, I hate to go. Yeah, that was a little John Denver for you. Yes, I know, yes. If I could get to the applause button, I would, because I'm sure you are all very, very, very impressed with that. Yes. Oh, there. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the fake. Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe two more of these, and then we're good. CrowdStrike cybersecurity got in the way of a bunch of air flights. Some stores were affected. Tons of canceled airfare and all that stuff. The thing that I care about is that my Speedway gas stations claimed they were closed for a couple days because of this. You can do it with airfare. I don't care. I don't fly a lot, and I do care about other people, but leave my frozen Cokes alone. So Speedway, I'm begging you, please go with somebody for cybersecurity other than CrowdStrike, because I need my frozen Cokes. That's all I've got left. Okay? One more of these. Sure. Just did that one. Sure. I'll end with this. Sense of urgency. So one of the things that bothers me about where I work right now, I'm one of the older people that work there. I work in a restaurant setting. It's usually a younger setting, anywhere from 17-year-olds to 30-year-olds. And there's some older ones like me and a couple other guys. It seems like all the young people they just don't move very fast. And not only that, they're cool with it. They're just gonna, and they stop for a conversation, whether they have hot food in their hands or not, or whether somebody at their table has been waiting for 5 minutes for them to, they're just on their own pace, and it makes me upset. However, the older ones like me that are running around crazy and completely stressed out, I'm beginning to think, is it like I probably get better tips than they do because I'm a lot more efficient and effective with how I do things. I get people in and out, and when they want to leave, I'm ready to get them going. But the lack of urgency, and the just kind of, they lollygag their way out to the table, they lollygag their way to the drink station, they lollygag their way to the hot food window, which makes them what? Lollygaggers. Yeah, there's something to be said for that because they do not seem stressed at all. They seem a lot less stressed than the ones that are running around crazy and stressing because the food is not out in 12 minutes. It's actually 16 minutes, or my bar drinks are ready in 2.5 minutes and not 1 minute. So there's something there. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what to tell you. All right, I got one more phone call, and then we're going to call it an episode. Sure. One more phone call, we're going to call it an episode. Who's... Oh. Judy. Judy is my new producer. Apparently, Steven is on a smoke break. All right, I got the phone. Judy, I got the phone. Hello, this is Mad Valid Mike. You are on the air. Who is this, and what are you calling for?
Hello, Mad Valid Mike. I've been listening, and I gotta tell you, the first few episodes were pretty bad. Then you kind of warmed up. You were honing your craft a little bit. You got sound effects involved. You got the microphone involved. There was, once every 3 episodes or so, I would chuckle. This episode is not very good.
What? Stanley? You said your name is Stanley, and you came into... You called in to say that the episode is not very good?
I did. I did call specifically in for that. I really think you didn't maybe prepare much for the...
Stanley, okay. Listen, I'm getting close to the end of season 1, and I have put in a lot of work into this episode. Is that the only reason why you're calling? Where are you from?
Well, I am from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and...
Oh, I got it. You're a Tide fan. Roll Tide, and the season is upon us. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct. That's the other reason I'm calling. I can't believe I continue to watch you with all your I see you're wearing a Florida sweatshirt right now. What is your deal? The Gators are awful. Alabama will once again roll into the playoffs under Saban, and we will take care of you.
You're aware that Saban retired, yes? It does.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Saban, just like somebody behind the scenes at the White House, Saban's the one in control. So, good luck to you. I expect that you'll have maybe 4 wins. I think the over-under for Gator wins is 4.5. I would bet the under every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Roll Tide!
What an asshole. Yeah, an asshole. That was Stanley from Tuscaloosa. Stanley from Tuscaloosa. Screw the Tide. The Gators are going to be good this year. I predict the Gators go 8-4 this year. I also predict a 34-24 victory over the Miami Hurricanes in just a few weeks. I'm in a Florida state of mind for a couple reasons. Some of you might know other than football. The Bears I believe they're playing within the next 24 hours, preseason game number 1. Fantasy football is coming up. I'm getting pumped for the football season. Mad Valid Mike Season 1 is just about ready to wrap up. Next week is episode 20, and that will wrap up Season 1. It is going to be a wing dinger. Might be a two-parter. I am going to have Mikey Karaoke. I'm going to have Hodgepodge. I'm going to have a couple of special guests. If they don't flake out on me, we're going to have a ton of fun, and we're going to look to the future in episode 20 as well. So until then, be good, do good. This is Mad Valid Mike signing out. Peace.